Hello, everybody. Welcome back to what used to be Snoozefest. And the reason why I say that is because Elijah and I have gotten together and we're talking about rebranding the channel. MVVC, Moist Vex Variety Channel. Because we just decided we want to do more things with the channel. We want to do podcasts, video gameplay, walkthroughs, some live action stuff thrown in there, and kind of mix it up so it's not just focused on gameplays all the time. So that's why we're back at it again with the podcast, and we're gonna work together and make it biffed up, Plus the Snooze Fest, we just didn't really like the way it sounded, if I'm being totally honest. I was the one who came up with the name. I didn't even really like it that much.
I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. It was nothing crazy, and we can use this and that as an opportunity as a whole to, we're brand new at all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our thumbnails, we're working on, and Brock does all of that stuff with the audio and the editing and stuff, and I haven't gotten a lot of chances to do it, but seeing all the things that we did and how things were, and now we're kind of in some different life circumstances and stuff, and just the direction we wanted to go. It's not that anything was particularly terrible. Everybody needs to live and learn with the stuff that they're doing, but all we did is we came up with the Moist Vex Variety Channel, just slap together our gamer tags, call it a variety channel, so that that way we can have a label on it, so we can do whatever we really feel like we want to do. So if we have a certain audience that likes the podcast, we don't need to make a whole separate channel for it. We can just make playlists and stuff. If there's anyone that really likes the silly gameplay, we have that. If anybody wants to see any of the live action stuff of some of the ideas that we got, we can just kind of serve a grand total audience, and then that way whoever wants to stay for whatever type of content, we can work that into every part of the channel, instead of just doing things back and forth or not having any kind of consistent scheduling or anything like that. Or if there's some stuff multiple days in a row that people don't really jive with that much, we can throw other things into the mix so that everybody can see what they want to see on here.
And that's why we're kind of labeling it as a variety channel, so that more people kind of know it's a variety channel. I mean, if they click on the channel name or the channel link or whatever it might be, they're going to see a whole lot of gameplays. But, I mean, I know that we've definitely had ideas for some live action stuff that we want to do, but I, for one, we've kind of gotten together and we've both talked about, we just want good quality content to give everybody. We want good audio, we want good camera quality, we just want good stuff for you guys. So we're definitely still working on it, and granted it might take some time to do, but just kind of bear with us. We have been gone for quite some time just because of situational change. I, for one, I moved, and so obviously it was really hard to make content with the move, because you kind of need internet to do all that, and I was living without internet. And we took that time to kind of collect our thoughts and combine everything together and come up with some good ideas for the channel, and pretty much further it up, kind of talk it up a little bit more and revamp it and rebrand it, slap a new name in there, slap some new ideas together, and call it what it is.
I just want to do some cool things. So we have whole notes in our phone of different things we can do live, different things we can do with and without the camera, things we can do with gameplays, things we can do in real life. One of the ideas, just to throw that out there, is to just do a board game, card game session. So, we get a camera and we get a couple people to play a game, and kind of in the essence of the podcast, but we're just playing a game instead of sitting down talking about whatever we want to talk about or have our specific topics on the podcast. I'm not saying we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I have a couple fun card games that are, gaming, tie into gaming and stuff. We just have random card games. We could always do, any type of Cards Against Humanities, or throwback games, do stupid stuff like Candyland, or play checkers, or anything that comes to a tabletop thing. We could either make that a series, or literally every once in a while do something that's a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted, not as much script really or anything like that, and just that's just one of the ideas, along with a lot of topics for the podcast.
Which I think is a really good idea because, when we post a podcast, it's just our audio posted on top of a picture.
Right.
So that way, if we're talking about something and we have the mics going and we have a camera going, you can actually sit down. I mean, it's actually going to be entertaining, a little bit more entertaining than just listening. I mean, granted, people like to listen to podcasts when they work out or when they, when they
driving. I used to watch them listen to them when I was
like
driving.
When they're at work or something, and you got work at an office space, and it's just quiet all the time. I mean, that way, this way, if you want something to watch while you're working out, or if you're bored at work or something,
then you can watch it.
Exactly.
But you can also
granted,
just
it might be NSFW.
Yeah, sure.
Doing a little bit of the devil's lettuce and drinking a little bit of the devil's juice, the devil's nectar. It might be not so suitable for work, but we'll label that so you don't got to be too worried about it. You don't got to play the gambling game on
Sure, definitely. What's gonna be on this one today?
And we're talking about hookers and cocaine.
Oh yeah, probably not work appropriate, right? But yeah. So I mean, we have ideas. We got stuff going, and now, we'll just go right off the bat and say it that we still are people that have lives. Stuff comes up, and we live about half an hour, roughly 20 minutes away from each other. So, sometimes for us it is a little bit easier to get on Xbox or anything like that and just try to pump out a gameplay video.
Which reminds me, we are kind of working with the dynamic a little bit differently too. So if it is easier, because we talked about doing a couch co-op where we sit down together on the couch and we plug in the mics and we record ourselves in the same room playing a game instead of being apart from each other, because that way we get to see each other's facial reactions. We get to work with that. Elijah can actually help me out with the Dark Souls series, because we were trying to do that far apart, but the only way he could really help me was from time and time again within the actual game itself, and from watching the stream that I was recording. And it worked, but it could definitely be better. Or if we wanted to do something like Mario Kart, or if we wanted to do some couch co-op where we just sat down and had drinks and got drunk and played a game, and we did just two player co-op of something, or a versus, it just sounded like a good idea. But like I said, this is a whole new, I don't want to say channel, but it's just a whole new idea that we're coming up with that I just think works out so much better for the channel itself, and I think will be a lot more fun to do.
And we're not gonna overload ourselves either. You know what I mean? Just because we have multiple ideas doesn't mean we have to blow our load all at the same time and try to do one podcast that's this, and then a different podcast and a different podcast, and then one gameplay and a different gameplay and a different gameplay. Because we still can focus on a series of things, just like the Modern Warfare 2 Spec Ops. That's something we've talked about too. That the game is old. But, playing those things on, crap. It does run like shit, that's for sure. But, stuff like that, that's timeless to us, because that, at least for me, was my first Call of Duty, and that was kind of a fun series, and we never got to finish it, literally because the game itself won't run. It won't run. Once the Juggernaut spawn in on Veteran, and there's 2 or 3 at a time, the whole game just shits itself. It just fucking stops.
Out. That to those of you who have sat down and watched that series, 1, I love all of you. 2, that's not a connection issue. That's the game itself running. That's the game trying to run.
And even on mine, because when we were doing it originally, as Brock said that he moved, he had a different kind of internet, practically a GPS style internet.
It wasn't good. It was real. That's kind of what made recording hard too. Was I didn't have good internet. So trying to record and play online at the same time really tested my internet, and it could barely pull it off. But I have moved. I've gotten upgraded internet by tenfold. Twitch, that's right. I'm coming up with a new Twitch. I will probably post that within the week. That we're gonna start streaming off of. You go check that out. Don't know what it's gonna be called yet, but I'll post that sometime in the week. If you follow me on Facebook, just go ahead and check it out. I'll post it on Twitter.
Right now, I can't really say, like, we have our bare minimum stuff. You know, we have a decent laptop. I would say we have a decent mic. You know, when you're recording stuff off of Twitch, if we can do like the squad streams and stuff like that, like we'll be able to have both audios in as comparison to just one, because that had been a thing too. Ever since Mixer went down, Mixer wasn't obviously the greatest platform ever to stream on, but it was something that was really accessible to us. We could have both of our audio in if we chose to. But now, like you said, with better internet connection, you know, maybe a little bit more motivation to do a little bit of different stuff. We got a lot more ideas to do things. We're going to try to plan on doing as much as we can. And hopefully all of that correlates into us being able to get out some stuff that, you know, is just a little bit enjoyable to watch. Like, and hopefully the quality is going to be a little bit better. Hopefully we can get different games out there for the people who like games. Hopefully we can get a couple extra people, or even just me and Brock can get on a more consistent schedule of maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, to get a nice lengthy podcast on the channel. You know, stuff like that, you know, we really just want to hammer down the point that we're not really trying to be anything different, but we're just trying to be what we originally wanted to be, and we're trying to make it known for what the channel was going to be in the first place. You know, because we defaulted on the gaming stuff because that's kind of what we both do, you know, like it isn't anything like wild to a whole lot of people. There's a lot of people that play games. Like that's a vast majority of what YouTube is, besides learning and things for children and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that either have to do with gaming, people that came from gaming, at least the stuff, you know, that I end up watching. We're not gonna turn into the next Moist Criticals or anything like that.
Definitely
potentially,
not,
you know what I mean?
PewDiePie,
Yeah,
you know?
no, nothing like that. But you know, we're just two guys that we enjoy gaming, but then at the same time, you know, one of the reasons that we've been gone too is the coronavirus. Like,
yeah, I forgot to mention that too.
Obviously, everybody's going through this. It's a hard time.
Definitely
you know,
sucks.
it's been over a year now, realistically, since when they said that that it all started, and you know, it's kind of difficult.
We take the proper precautions when doing this stuff, because we both have people that we love that are at risk, and we just don't want to take any risks. So, you know, we have both been tested and we both came back negative. So I mean we're just we play it super safe whenever we meet up, and whenever we can meet up, you know, we still play it incredibly safe. You know, I don't really, other than work, I don't really have access to a whole lot of people. I mean, this is the first time I've really actually seen Elijah in what feels like forever, even though it may have only been like a week, you know, like we stay quarantined and we follow the rules and we wear our masks, and we play it safe, because as much as we want to do this, you know, it's not worth getting incredibly sick over, or possibly getting
killing somebody.
Yeah, getting somebody else sick over it to the point where, you know, there's no recovery. So I mean, it's definitely not going to be scheduled like it was. I know when I was editing and I was recording and doing audio and all that kind of stuff, I always wanted to make sure I was banging out a video a day, but it definitely won't be a video a day. Lord only knows when a video will come out, because I do still work a full-time job, and I work nights, so finding time to edit will be strenuous,
Taxing.
but I will definitely make sure I get it done when I can get it done. I'll always make sure to post before a video goes up, and I'll always make sure to kind of keep you guys updated. For those of you who want to be updated, just follow me on Facebook. It's just Brock Perrin. It's a picture of me doing some weird shit as a profile picture. Just follow me on there. Follow me on Twitter. I post on Twitter sometimes. I post all the videos on Twitter because a lot of people use that platform. Yeah, follow me on any of those platforms, and I'll keep you updated when stuff gets edited, stuff's about to come out, when we're recording something. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we just wanted to make this video so that people know that when this goes live, if there's any stuff you guys want to see, if anybody's still here from the Snoozefest channel, if there's anything you guys want to see, if you have any ideas,
yeah, please, message either one of us. It's Elijah Lewis on Facebook, or it's Brock Perrin on Facebook. You can message me on Twitter. If you have me on Instagram, go ahead and 1, follow me because I'm awesome. 2, go ahead and message me. DM me anytime. I'll always respond. I'll Always read them. I'm very open to ideas. I'm not as creative as Elijah, but I definitely try. But please, I'm very open to ideas. Elijah's very open to ideas. We just love what we do, and we'd love to expand.
And on that mark for the Facebooks and stuff too, I don't use mine a lot, but I do have Messenger. So yeah, like if you do end up sending me a message, it'll be there. I haven't messed around with the Discord a whole lot, but I could easily make a Discord that everybody could, go in there and leave feedback on. But the YouTube videos is really going to be pretty close to the place that we're going to be able to look at the most after we make the new channel, or if we can rename the original Snoozefest channel. We're gonna try to get logos and stuff. Like we're gonna have like a nice description of us and stuff, and then we're just trying to actually we're gonna rebrand. That's what we've been saying. We're revamping it, but we are trying to push it further. We're trying to make it a little bit
go big
or go home. We're trying to make it a little bit more noticeable. We're trying to make it a little bit more personal. Hence us like just smashing the gamer tags together, calling it a variety channel. We don't really. Some people might not think that that's very creative, but it doesn't really have to be creative. We're just trying to make it something that's about us.
Yeah,
and we want to share
some fun with it.
Yeah,
we want you guys to have fun with it too. Also, before I continue with that, I want to say real quick that all the Snoozefest videos are still going to be there. There's because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take the Snoozefest channel and just kind of rebrand it, other than making a whole new channel because it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, all the Snoozefest videos will still be there. That channel's not going anywhere. If we do have to create a whole new channel, that channel is definitely going to stay there. So if you ever feel like going back and watching those, they're always going to be there. They're not getting deleted or moved or nothing like that.
Be on the lookout then. Brock said he's got his Twitter and his Facebook going. We're going to try to get that new Twitch up. We can maybe honestly try to do that today. Just see what it's like, and just create an account that we can share so that, I can use it sometimes, he can use it other times, so that we can get different types of things rolling.
Discord is something I've also been looking at as well. So I'll keep you updated with that whenever I get to doing all that. So yeah, we're back, baby.
We're back.
We are back, and we're here to fucking stay.
So just signing out for Elijah Cloudvex on Xbox, just in case that ever gets in. That's pretty much what we use as Xbox. We're not really PC gamers at the moment, but
not yet. Maybe in due time we'll get there, but for now we're just gonna stick to console gaming. And I have plenty of consoles at my house that we can couch co-op. It's just kind of the way it goes. But for now, it's just console gaming. But maybe in the future we'll get into the PC stuff.
So yeah, on that note, thanks for watching the video. Anybody who watches the video, definitely do some liking, commenting on there if there's anything you guys want to see, anything you guys want to say.
Subscribe, you nerds.
Yep, subscribe. You know what I mean. Stay updated with us. Hit the little bell. And with that, I'm gonna sign us off here. This has been Brock and Elijah for MVVC. Thanks for watching the rebrand video, and hopefully we can pick this shit up.
Yeah, keep it going.